Welcome, everyone, to another episode of I Am Talking Back Black Talk Podcast with me, your host, Khing Jus Wurk. Welcome, everybody. Thank you. It's good to be here. Straight to the point. I've been encouraged to be honest with myself, therefore, honest with my audience. That's something that's lost nowadays, honesty, true reflection. Who am I, Khing Jus Wurk? Still trying to figure it out. I can tell you one thing, it's been a long, hard road to get here. Yes, very hard road. I ain't start with much of nothing. Really, in all reality. And it's not a bragging factor. I'm not bragging about not having my parents in my life for most of my life, not having family members I can call on. Friends are fleeting. And I hope I'm saying that right, fleeting. Yeah, friends, they come, they go. One year they might be there, next year they might not be there. If I have a few friends for a couple of years, wow, I am very, very happy in that area. Yes, thank you. Thank you for my friends who remain in my life. But in all honesty, it just been me by myself for most of my life. And people, oh, it's you. That's your life. There's nobody else in life but you. You're by yourself. Okay, I get that.
Wow.
What?
I have been by myself most of my life. Group homes, foster care, in the streets, trying to figure it out. OGs, big homies trying to teach me, I'm trying to put you on game, youngin'. You don't know. I've been out here. I got charges. I did this. I did that. You should listen to me. But in all reality, they don't know what they're talking about. They're talking from a place of experience. What is their experience? Think about it. Unstable home. 9 times out of 10, father not there. Mom there, but probably not really. Encouraging your teenage son to go out there and get the bag. Go out there and hustle. Now, that wasn't my life. I can say proudly that my mother never told me to go out there and get that bag. My mom told me to be smart about things. But once I was in that lifestyle, she told me to be all in and make sure I handle my business. Facts. I had to say, leading up to what I'm talking about, family, value. Yo, I forgot. I'm turning 41 this week. Yes, surprise, yay! Birthdays aren't that much to me, It's another year. I'm grateful to be alive, but deep reflection. I was in group homes and foster care, and I always tell people, kids in the system are often forgotten. You got all these people talking about, immigrants and, rights to be here in this country for people that's not actually from this country. Now, I'm not touching on that conversation right now because that's a real touchy topic. What I'm talking about are the children who were born to Americans in America who get treated just the same or worse than what you see the immigrant children getting treated as. I'm serious. The same or worse. But nobody seems to care. I wonder why. Because these children have nobody speaking up for them. These children are caught up in a system that uses them to gain financial retribution, monetize. I have a degree, but I don't try to be the most intellectual person with my words. I use words. If they come off correctly, if I'm saying what I have to say, then my point is made. If I'm saying something wrong, I don't mind being corrected. But don't try to insult my intelligence, my being, who I am as a man, because I'm just trying to make a point. And my point is, these children, such as myself, are overlooked and discarded by people here in America, and nobody sees the bat of eye until you hear on these news reports that, oh, DCS, CPS, these kids unalive, these caretakers not taking care of these kids. It has to be a tragic moment for anybody even to think about the foster children here in the country. Now, we keep talking about all these tax cuts, these breaks, the money the government is saving by cutting this and cutting that. You don't think they're cutting programs for these kids? These group homes? These places, these safe havens for these children? You don't think that they're cutting the benefits that the government is supposed to give these programs? Well, newsflash, they are. Now, again, I touch on thing to thing because I have a lot of life experience. Again, I'm a 40-year-old man, soon to be 41 this week. Yay! But again, I say this to say, because I'm leading up to something. Foster care was tough. That's where I got, gang. I was molested. I didn't know my mother was. My father wasn't there. My family wasn't there. I was alone. This is the first time in my life I truly felt alone. And my foster mother, God bless her soul, she took me in, took care of me as long as she could. Miss Moore, I touched base on her once before. My foster brother, Ian Moore from Cozyne Projects in Brooklyn, he got unalived in school while he's walking the halls with his friend. Some punk dude, I'm trying to be PG-13 to keep my non-explicit rating, was mad about some girl. He felt humiliated and embarrassed. He came up in the school and pew, pew, pew. My big brother, I call him my big brother, Elo, Ian Moore, he held on for hours with a bullet in his heart. Hours with a bullet in his heart. He didn't want to let go. But he gave up on that battle and he lost his life. That led to my foster mother having to return me to the state. Now, at this moment in the 90s, you may think that may have been the worst thing that have happened to me. But no, worse things happened to me before I went to Hawthorne, Cedar, Knolls, and Westchester County. Where I went there, they gave me a sense of well-being, knowledge, culture. I said it right? Culture. They gave me culture. Took me to plays. I went to Broadway. I seen Cats live when it was on his run, museums. I know how to ski. I know how to swim. All these stereotypes about black men not knowing how to swim. They taught me to be a little different, unique into myself. And when I came home from the group home, my family slowly beat those lessons out of me. And I don't hold it against them. I'm not saying they held me down, but they picked on me. You feel me? You talk like a white boy. You act different. And, it was good being home at first, oh, we miss you, cuz, we love you. In the first year or two home, it was great. But after a year or two being home, things got real complicated. I got really caught up in that street life. And it didn't happen real fast. It happened gradually. You see things. You see what people entertain. You see what people give life to. And even back then, going to school, being educated, being smart, being able to contribute to your community was waning. Am I saying that right? Waning? Yes, it was waning, meaning, the shows, A Different World. That's the show I was talking about the other day. I used to watch that all the time. Shows like A Different World and the Cosby shows and Family Matters. You seen the kids go to school. They went and did things with themselves. But if you look at yourself and your community, you look at the things that happened in the 90s, in the early 2000s, the gangster effect, the 50 Cent, you know what I mean? Go shorty. All that was going on, all that was big. So as a community, we somehow gravitated to G life, gangster stuff. Word, Chief Keef was popping in the early 2010. You know what I mean? I'm kind of getting my years a little crossed wherever I go, but it just got more gangster and gangster and gangster as time went on. You know, and I'm saying this because I went to college in my 30s. I'm 41 now, so college is recent to me. And at a point in my life, I gave up the hope of going to college. I really wanted to go. When I was in a group home, I was like, I want to go to school. I want to do this. I want to do that. When I came home and I seen the environment I was in, my family, I'm not knocking anybody. Some people find comfort in things I just can't be comfortable with. You feel me? But I accepted it as my reality. But I always wanted better and more for myself, for my family, even if they didn't realize it, even if they didn't want it. So after being around my family for a while, trapping, hustling. You feel me? Like, it's on my record. It's nothing I brag about. I sold boy. So yayo, you know what I mean? Sold green, sold pills. Yeah, I did what I had to do to survive. I stopped hustling once I realized the stick-up kids make more money and they don't gotta do as much work. You feel me? So if I wait for this dude who's not really about it to get his money up and he's caught slipping, and I take from him, I could take that and I could spread love in my hood and re-up with my homeboys, have them do their thing, and I'm just making money all around the board. You feel me? So at some point in my life, I became that person. You dig? Get it fast, feed the hood, take care of your homeboys. Ain't nobody gonna ever say, check me, hear me say it. Ain't nobody gonna say, I didn't take care of my fam. I didn't take care of my homeboys. I put my life on the line for people that didn't even think a second thought about me when I needed them. You feel me? And I kept doing that because I was raised that you take care of your hood, you take care of your fam, and your fam gonna take care of you, which is not really true nowadays. Be careful with that. So this led me going to different cities and counties and traveling. And I met some good women along the way. I'm being real with you, good women. You want to call them good? They were good for me in the moment. Being honest with you. Now, if you ask me, would I backtrack and be with any of those women today? No. Like, you mess with the old version of me and you still kind of the same way. So the version of me now, when I want to entertain a version of you, that would entertain the old version of me. I'm just being honest. We could be friends, we could reminisce, we can catch up, but will we ever get in that level? No. I have somebody in my life, my child's mother, my one and only. But even if she wasn't in my life, who I am now, and the things I had to overcome to be here, I wouldn't go back. Okay, so now, we fast forward. My grandma passed away. Oh my gosh, Tulu. She's my heart. Like, I didn't really get to spend much time with my family. You heard me, fleeting. Friends and family. The most I spent with some of my family was a couple months, a year tops, like consecutively. I never really spent time with any of my family more than a consecutive whole year. And I'm talking about from a kid to an adult. And it was my fault. I was wilding. Like, people were like, yo, I can't deal with him. He's too much. And I'm not mad at them for feeling that way. Because I was doing, you heard me, I was doing a little bit too much. I became the problem, what they wanted me to be. When I became that problem, they didn't know how to handle me. But I only became what you wanted me to be. So once my grandma passed, I'm out there in Newark, New Jersey. I'm doing my thing, and I'm lost. And my cousins from Tennessee, I call them my good cousin. I love them. I mention them. They're like, hey, you don't gotta be out here in the streets. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, Yeah, I'm ready to go back on the block. When I meet them, like you can see how I'm dressed. I'm hoodie up, bought a bottle, popping. But I'm like, yo, you know what I mean? I don't know none of these people. Like these people here, I'm not gonna see them again. They gonna talk to me. Know what I mean? Like it is what it is. I just lost a person that's closest to me. Nobody really seeing the care. All of them is sharing these stories about a person they used to know, but it's obvious they didn't know my grandma towards the end. You did. So they told me come down south, get away from everything, and it was good because I was up there on wet. You know what wet is? I was smoking wet, weed, pills. I was using more than I was selling. You know what I mean? I'm dead. I'm like I'm out of it. I'm spaced out. You dig? So they like, yo, my mom was like, yo, you need to get up out of Jersey. You need to get down south. So I get down south, and this is now I'm reintroduced to the concept of possibly going to college, possibly changing my life, possibly doing things, and I'm all in now. I'm all in, and my cousins, they see that I want this, but they also see that the streets is calling. Know what I mean? So the streets got a hold of me. I had a job for a little while, worked at Home Depot. I went down Katrina. When Katrina hit New Orleans and all that in Alabama, I was down there helping rebuild the city. You dig? For my job. You feel? I'm like, ain't no jokes. It's like right after it happened, I was down there. Know what I mean? So I'm a hard working person. So I went back to one of my exes at that time. It's one of the reasons I don't go back, because I did that. And it kind of got me distracted. And I lost my job. Instead of going to work, I wanted to lay up, lost my job, started a chain reaction, went back up north for shorty, come back down south. You know what I mean? All this crazy stuff happening. Then I meet my ex-wife. And this is where we at now. Like when I just say, just these stories and these situations, and I keep on sharing with you people so you understand this world is twisted. This is a twisted world we live in. So I meet my ex-wife. She is a escort, dancer, whatever. I don't know. That's her life. I'm not one to judge. She pulled me into it. It gets real dark. Now, she got her trick. You know how that go. Get the sound playing, sound effects. You know what I mean? She met her trick. Or she met her trick before she met me. Depending on how you hear the story, when she throwing stuff in my face. We don't even talk like that no more. And while we are together, she gets pregnant not once but twice. I should leave. I don't leave. And it's crazy, you know what I mean? Because everything in my heart, everything in my body, everything in me is saying, leave, go. You need to go now. You need to leave now. Run. Especially when my quote unquote son was born, he came out white. It is what it is. You feel me? It's like it was so weird inside the the ward when they delivered the baby, delivery room. It was so weird because the doctor's looking around, everybody looking around, the baby, looking around, look at me like, oh, you want to cut the cord? You like, you know what I mean? Do you want to cut the cord? I'm like, yeah, I want to cut the cord. I knew the baby wasn't mine, but in her time of need, because she needed me at the time, I was all these good things. You're going to be a good dad. I hope you love the baby like you love me. Please don't leave me. Please don't leave me. So I stayed. Now, don't think I was one of them dudes who keep doing this stuff, because I know I jump from thing to thing, but I got to say this part too. See, there's two type of women in that lifestyle. You have the women who do it as a means to an end. You have the women who do it claiming it's a means to an end. They hate themselves. They don't like doing this stuff. But if you ask them to stop, they'll tell you they can't stop because they like the luxuries and the finances that come with living this lifestyle. She was one of those people. You feel me? So nothing I could do, nothing I could say could stop her from being who she was in regards to getting her bag. So that led to me being verbally abused, fighting with her, being physically abusive. That's something I have to wear. You feel me? I don't do that anymore. It takes two to tango. As a man, there's no situation I could think of that justifies me putting my hands on a woman other than physical harm, life or death, pertaining to me my wife or my child or my close family members being women, where they feel like they're gonna hurt somebody or take away somebody in my life, I'm not gonna let that happen. So I would. There's no passes on that. I don't care, man, woman, trans, whatever you may be. You come at me in a threatening matter to hurt me and my family, I'm going to handle you as is because that's my right to defend my well-being. Okay, I'm fighting with her, fist fight stuff. I'll take all responsibility for it. She never did it, none of that. But at the same time, I'm stupid, I'm dumb, you ain't gonna amount to nothing, you'll never be this, you're that. All these things she said to me. So, in all honesty, I'm not saying no names, but people are like, oh, how do you go to college? How do you go to college? How this, da, 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 da. I went to college because the rich guy who impregnated her, name unspoken, will never mention his name, offered to send me to college. That's how I got to college. The street dude, the one on the block, hanging with my homeboys, doing hood rat things with my hood rat friends. You feel me? Like, I went from that to going to the school I can name Full Sail University. School that most people wish, a dream they can go to. I went to and I graduated. Thank you very much. Yes. Went from getting my GED in county to getting a DEGREE degree in real life. You feel me? Determined. It was a hard road for me to get my degree. And, you know, like Frank, where you leading to this? You know, you started off saying being by yourself and being alone, all these different things. Now you're talking about having a degree and what you went through, how you got there. I'll tell you how I got there. While I'm in school, I met my child's mother. I didn't know she was my child's mother because she was just in school. She was my classmate, the beautiful, sexy, intelligent, strong woman she is. She gotta be strong. You see, he had my life. She had to be strong to deal with me. So we meet each other. We friends. She sees some of the things going on. She like, why are you dealing with this woman? Why are you dealing with her kids? And I'm like, she's my wife. She loves me. I love her. I messed up. I was abusive. I was a loser. I owe her that much. I need to show her I'm different, even though she's blatantly disrespecting me. She's embarrassing me. She's humiliating me with my friends. Yo, friends, loyalty. We talked about this in the past. Loyalty, friends, all that. What? Get out of here. Yeah, none of that. You feel me? Because while I'm at school, I'm trying to manage stuff with her and my folk. Come to find out, my folk put they family onto my wife. So some relationships started while I'm in school getting my degree to better myself for my family and these kids that's not even my kids that belong to somebody else. I'm changing my life and leaving school to help her with her nonsense so she can feel relieved and eased and loved. For her to play me out, you feel me? For me to hurt the person who's standing next to me right now, not right now, but who's standing next to me, my child's mother, right? So I'm thinking I can't have kids biologically. So I'm holding on to these kids. I'm like, yo, my babies. I ain't gonna go into too much detail about what they did. That's another subject for another day. That's how I don't have no time for men or women talking about black men walk like this. Black women talk like this. Man, shut up, be quiet, move around, good and bad in all spectrums of life, men, women, trans, whatever, gay, bi, straight, white, black, Indian, Chinese, whatever you may be. There's good, there's bad. There's good, there's bad. There's facts. Why people don't get this, I don't understand, you feel me? Because for some reason, people just think that black men are the worst people in the world when we are nurturers, we are protectors, and we are lovers, just like anybody else, any other race of people, but whatever. I digress. So, I'm coming to Atlanta. You know what I mean? I'm in Atlanta now. Me and my child's mother, we started dating because, you know, the true nature of my ex started showing. You know what I mean? Talking about this girl got boyfriends, chilling, livings, all that. But for some reason, I hurted her while I'm in college, helping her with nonsense. Anyway, excuse me. Anyway, so now I gave her one more shot. Me and my child's mother, we break up, even though we just started our relationship. So we break up. I go spend the Christmas 2017 with my ex-wife, prior to our divorce. And that was like so heartbreaking. Like, and I say it's heartbreaking because I go to that house, I stay up putting Christmas toys together, a trampoline. Do you know how hard a trampoline, a big trampoline, is to put together by yourself with nobody else helping you? I put together trampolines, toys, Christmas trees, cars, staying up, helping her manage her house. I did all that for her to be on the phone. You know what I mean? While I'm in the car, hi, hee, hee, hee. And I'm like, yo, excuse me, nice plug-in. Welcome to the I Am Talking Black Talk podcast show with your host, Khing Jus Wurk. Sound effect. Yeah, so know what I mean? I go down there, she on the phone, and like I said, domestic stuff happened before, so I'm not fighting with her no more. I'm a college graduate. Things should be different. I'm different. So I'm crying, like, yo, I started crying. I'm like, yo, you can't be in the moment. Yo, what's wrong with you? Da-da-da-da-da. Start going in on me, and I'm crying. She like, look at you crying like a bitch. I'm like, yo, really? Yes, really, you did. So I look back at the kids, because the kids in the car, I'm like, yo, I love y'all. I tried. You know what I mean? But it's just not working. That's the last time I actually seen these kids. 2017, physically been around them and seen them. And when I came back, God bless my child's mother being awesome. She came into my life. She was like ready, like she came through. And then we doing us respectfully, platonically. I don't know, platonically, monogamically. I don't know the word, monogamous, whatever. It's us. She has my daughter, my beautiful baby girl. Ooh, she's my world. That's what I say about being alone for most of your life, and this is what I was leading up to. I'm not alone anymore. You dig? Like every time I see my little baby, I'm like, oh my gosh, I see so much of myself in her. I just want to love her. I want to protect her. I just want to teach her the right way. I want to make sure that she feels safe, protected, and loved. I want to give her the life that I didn't have. And when I say give her the life I didn't have, I don't mean financially. I just want her to have stability. I just want her to have comfort. I just want her to have love. I don't want to ever feel like she's not good enough for anybody because she's good enough for me. She's perfect to me. She's my world. And every day, I just, am I doing it right? Am I good enough? And what more can I do? You feel me? That's every day with her. You feel me? And it's different from with my ex-wife and her kids that weren't mine, who have my name and everything. Oh my God, I get so twisted. It's just so different, And she doesn't speak. No, she's nonverbal like a lot of kids nowadays, but she's highly intelligent. She picks up on things very fast. There's no doubt that eventually soon she will be talking, but right now she's not speaking. Yeah, so like she's my world, like she's everything. You know what I mean? And like I said, I get it. I said being alone. Yeah, we all born alone. We die alone, but we don't have to live alone. And that's my thing about this narrative that we are putting forth, all of us, black men and women alike. I am talking Black Talk Podcast. I am talking, me, black man, I am talking. And what I'm saying is, what's wrong? You feel me? Like really, what's wrong? Now, I mean, I get it. You've been hurt. I've been hurt. But because you've been hurt by the people you choose to keep company with, is it right for you to justifiably blame all men or all women for your choices? Keep that to yourself. Learn from your experiences. Change. And it's so weird, the people who make all these complaints about, oh, these men, you feel me? I just mouthed it. Still keep picking those type of men. They don't pick different type of men. They don't pick different type of women. They don't go in different areas and situations and change themselves and improve so they can get a better grade or class of women, they keep doing the same things and keep dealing with the same type of people, and surprised they keep getting the same outcome. It doesn't make any sense. That's the definition of insanity. You know that, right? They keep doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different outcome. That's insanity. We are living in a nation of insane people. Let's do something different. Let's try to work together. Yes, we are born alone, technically, even though the doctor's there, your parents there, we're born alone because people say so. We die alone, that's a fact. But technically, we don't really live alone. You feel alone because of the company that you're around, the people you're around, the environment you're in. And there's no reason why we in an environment with so many people and we feel isolated and alone. And we make people feel isolated and alone. You dig? Yo, I'm in a good place in my life. I'm not where I want to be right now. No, but I'm working on it. And I appreciate all those in my life who come and stay, who make an effort, because I'm not an easy person to deal with. Not at all. You feel me? So it's like, I say all I have to say. Open up your heart. Open up your mind. Love and be love. Let's stop creating an environment of negativity. Perpetuating. You know what I'm trying to say. Let's stop engaging with people that don't bring out the best of us, that don't represent the best of us. We all are accountable. We all could do something better, if not for ourselves, for our children. I know I want something better for my daughter. I do. And I might have another child. I want something better for them both. That's the thing. Like, people are so selfish. The adults are so selfish and scared of these kids. You had the kids. Stop being scared of your kids. Talk to your kids. Engage with your kids. Don't let the system raise your kids. Don't let the block raise your kids. Raise your children. You had them. Be active in their lives. They need you. If nobody told you, they need you. You feel me? You looking for love? It's right there. You need somebody to depend on you, who's going to be there for you, who's going to provide for you one day? They right there. They came out of you. What are you looking for? You feel me? Yo, I am work. I am talking. And this is the Black Talk Podcast. Thank you for your time. 33 minutes. So much things to say. So little time. But I try my best to get it done. You feel me? Real life situations, real things. This is me. No jokes, kind of filter, because I want to keep it PG-13. That's why I don't curse. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. If you want to be a guest, please reach out. I'm welcoming all guests. I'm welcoming all topics. I'm here. I'm a real person. I'm a human being talking about real life issues and real life facts. To each their own. Be great. Be blessed. Be somebody. Do something. Live life. You're amazing. You're great. I said so. Nobody told you. Peace and love to all. I'm out. Yeah. Word.